there, I'm really excited. I'm packed and ready to go to the airport. I'm meeting my colleague who's traveling with me at my studio, and we're gonna pack up and head to the airport. I have a Scotty vest and I have my Takeoff luggage, and that's all I'm taking with me on an Allegiant flight to Orlando. 5 days, 4 nights. Anyway, yeah, so this is exciting. I'm carrying my 18 by 14 by 8 carry-on bag and a Scotty vest. That's all I have with me, and I can't wait to share. So stay tuned, there's a whole lot more. Bye for now. Well, hello there. I thought it would be really great to do a review of my carry-on only personal item with Allegiant Airlines, where I took a Takeoff luggage bag with me as my only bag on a trip for 4 days in Orlando to a meeting where I had multiple events and had to dress accordingly for those particular events. And then we also had some downtime, some pool time. So I had to take quite a bit with me. Taking an 8-piece travel capsule with me was huge. And I really think I kind of found the perfect formula for that for myself. And I think everybody's different, what their needs are. And so obviously I'm not going to overpack and really stress myself out, but I would rather have the things that I really want and need with me. The one thing, because there's always a one thing that either you forget or woulda, shoulda, coulda brought with you and didn't. With a personal item only, I couldn't bring my travel pillow. And this is the first time in the US, this happens a lot in Europe, but I've never had this happen in the US, but where we were staying in Margaritaville, really the accommodations were rather Spartan in the bedrooms. And of course, we were there for a meeting. We didn't spend a lot of time in our rooms per se, but my friend and I shared a bedroom that had 2 twin beds, and several of the rooms in the house were like that. So there was only one pillow on the bed, and the bedding was hard, and the bed was hard. Everything just seemed Spartan, I guess. That's my one item. I do wish I brought a travel pillow with me. And ironically, I was so worried about Allegiant being incredibly strict. But what I found was, because I had one of those Takeoff luggage bags with me, they didn't say anything to me. And then I also had my Scotty vest. So I had my pockets full, and I was really, really surprised that they didn't even ask me to put the luggage in the sizer or anything. And now I'm wondering if potentially I could have also brought the travel pillow with me. Now, another important thing was I was allowed to take my little lunchbox with me and take food with me. And the same on the way home. I was really afraid that the Sanford airport was going to be extremely strict flying back into my small airport. Hi, I am on the flight. I don't know how well you can hear me. I don't have my mic on, but I wanted to show you that I have the under the seat bag. The Takeoff luggage works great. And also, I found out this is how you do your medication and your special food diet. If you have that problem or concern or issue, you go to the desk and they will give you a tag for your bag. And then you can take that on the flight at no charge as an additional bag. Something I was really afraid of, I didn't need to be afraid of. And of course, now I wonder if taking my travel pillow with me, if I could have also gotten away with taking that and literally flown under the radar. I don't know, but I may test that on another time, another trip. But overall, the trip was great with my 8 pieces, and I will leave the link for that video below. I just did a very quick video when we were kind of unpacking the first night that we arrived, and it was kind of a whirlwind, so I really didn't have a whole lot of time for filming, and I was lucky that I actually took pictures of most of my outfits because I had to run downstairs and there was a full-length mirror in the dining room and in the foyer. So I was quickly taking pictures of myself in the morning or when we would come back to the house. So yeah, the capsule wardrobe really worked out perfectly. Because it was so busy, I had very little time to actually do laundry. So I was glad I had all 8 of those pieces with me, and I didn't wash anything else really, because another strange thing about the Margaritaville is we had a really sizable kind of walk-in closet, but there was no hanging rod. There were no hooks anywhere. It was almost as if somebody didn't follow through on the punch list, hang hooks or finish closets, whatnot. Something happened where apparently the house we were in was just not on the list, because there was no place to really bring or hang clothing. So I did use my hero clip. I was very glad that I had that with me, and I also have a couple of S hooks that I hung from the hero clip, because the hero clip, you can kind of turn it around so that it has a hook that you can actually put over the shower, and that's what I had to do. I did bring, just because of the interest of keeping everything small and compact, I brought the smaller version of the hero clip, but I would have been better off if I had brought the larger one with me. One thing too, I brought a kind of a brighter olive green Chico's jacket with me that had 3/4 sleeves. Part of the reason that I had that jacket with me was because we were supposed to get rain, and the ironic thing was it seemed like we were always inside when the rain came, and then there was no rain when we went outside. So even though I rarely bring color with me, I thought bringing a color might brighten the wardrobe a little bit, but honestly, I really wish I would have brought, I have a reversible black and white jacket, and I kind of think if I were to rework that capsule wardrobe, I would probably bring that reversible jacket with me, because it would give me even more options, and it would take my 8 items to essentially 9 items, and I could even extend, instead of just having enough clothes for 4 days, if I had done a load of laundry, I probably could have easily made those 8 pieces last me for 2 weeks with a reversible jacket and been completely happy. So travel pillow, I should have had that with me, a larger hero clip, and I think I would have liked to have had a reversible jacket. But those are really the 3 things that I might revise if I were to have Groundhog Day and relive that trip. I will say, because it was so busy and it was constant go, 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 there definitely wasn't enough time for laundry. And I'm taking kind of that into my next trip that's coming up, where I will be in Charleston. It's definitely going to be a very busy week. I am the education chair for an international society. We're having a conference and classes. It's really going to be nonstop. In my previous conferences that I have actually worked, some of them I've attended, but the ones that I have been the chair, you're working 14-hour days, and then you kind of feel obligated to attend social events in the evening, even though you would like to be back in your room just like shutting the world out. But so it doesn't lend itself to have enough time to actually do laundry. So with that being said, my next capsule wardrobe is the largest I have ever done, and right now it's at 28 items, which is ghastly. Oh my gosh, 28 items! For me, that's a lot. But I'm not traveling by air, I'm actually driving. So with that in mind, things will be a little bit easier on me, because this way I'm not having to do as much laundry. And some of them are repeats. Like I'm taking 2 black tank tops, a black tank, another kind of black top, and a navy top. And so a lot of them are just very similar things that I can repeat, but I'm not having to launder anything. Another thing is we are staying at a Marriott property but it's a newer property with kind of a newer setup. So it's a very casual setting. And the rooms are very casual. So they don't really have closets in them. They actually have, hooks along the wall. And we did a site visit beforehand, so I kind of know what I'm expecting. So I'm going to take a garment bag with me and anything that's really nice. I actually have a nice dress that I'm taking for our more cocktail party type event. So I want to have a nice dress with me. So I'm bringing a carry-on size suitcase as well as a garment bag and probably my backpack. But I plan to use that backpack as my day bag once I get on site. So it'll make things a little bit easier for me. So a little bit more clothing, but also I have to bring a ton of materials with me for the event. So I'm already packing heavy and I may as well just bring everything I need with me. I was laughing to myself last night thinking, man, 28 items. How in the world did I go from 8 items to 28 items? But this is a much longer trip. It's about 3 times as long with even more events going on. And plus I need to have kind of work clothes for setting up and kind of getting grubby and unloading and, that kind of thing, and reloading on my way home. But then I also need to have, cocktail dress and a nice pair of shoes. And so and then everything in between. I will say the Takeoff Luggage was really great. The only bad thing, yes, the wheels are a little bit challenging to get off. But if you prepare for that, and if you've practiced and you know what you have to do, it's not difficult at all. You just step aside, be prepared ahead of time. And then all you have to do is literally pick up, and yes, you will have to hold your suitcase. You'll have to pick it up and you'll have to carry it that way to get on the plane, but it's really no big deal. I didn't think. The wheels snapped back on also very easily. Yes, you have to line things up and get them in the right place. Overall, it actually works really well. And I felt like it was a very sturdy piece of luggage. I'm super happy with it. I will keep it to travel again. The nice thing about this is I could literally take a backpack and the Takeoff Luggage and have enough with me for a week. So I really was very pleased with my results with that piece of luggage. Turned out great. Highly recommend. Yes, put some antibacterial wipes in your pocket so that when you're touching the yucky wheels that have been all over the tarmac and everywhere else. And I know some people are really grossed out by that. And I am too. I mean, but at the same time, I'm also trying to think about a way that I could save money on a quick trip. And let's face it, almost $100 for checking a bag. Okay, I guess you just have to figure out where your values are. And if you would prefer to pay $100 versus touching dirty wheels with your hands and then either going to the restroom and washing your hands or using an antibacterial wipe, that's your choice. My personal choice was to really test this out, really try it, road test it, and report back for you guys. And that's what I did. Okay, that's my update. Thank you for 800 subscribers. I'm very delighted that you guys are being so incredibly supportive of me, of the channel, and helping things grow. So until next time, take care. I'll talk to you soon, and stay tuned. There's a whole lot more. Bye for now.